It's been more than 48 hours and rescue teams are struggling to find dozens of missing yatris feared to be buried under the mudslide after flash floods hit a camping site right next to the holy Amarnath cave on Friday. Let's go across to Nasir Masoodi, who's monitoring this rescue operation. Nasir, what can you tell us?
Well, Sarah, the visuals you are seeing, these are the first visuals you can see people actually fleeing in fear when the flash floods hit this camping site, which is right next to the holy cave. And these are first such visuals where we see how people are fleeing in fear, in panic, cry, and many people were swept away along with those tents. And now 48 hours after this, rescue mission, not much has been happened in terms of, getting those people who are still missing. So it is hoping against the hope if anyone would be alive. And there are dozens of people who are still missing. There are media reports everywhere, reports 40, but there's not been any formal official statement by the government or by the Shrine Board about the number of missing even after the 48 hours after the tragedy. That remains a big question. What is the actual number of those who are missing? And since yesterday, there have been calls from the families, relatives from across the countries and telling them they could not contact the ones who have gone for the yatra. That doesn't mean they all would be, have a hit by these flash floods, but they could not be contacted, they could not be traced. That remains a big challenge, and the number of those people who could not be contacted is much higher than the 40 what is being reported. And rescuers are actually struggling since last 48 hours, and there are videos of the mountain rescue teams of Jammu and Kashmir, how they go inside, the snow water, melt water beneath the glaciers and trying to see if there are any bodies or there are any survivors. So the chance of survivors are very, very little now. But the fact is, the way it is going, it is a difficult terrain. What in fact Lieutenant Governor Mr. Manoj Sinha said, but all the security agencies, they are working very hard all these days. But there has not been any luck to find those who have been missing. So these visuals, clearly you can see how hundreds of people actually fleeing who were staying in these tents as the huge volume of water came down from the mountains in this, flash floods. What it caused, was it a, cloudburst? Met Department say no. And how it was caused, nobody has a crystal ball to tell us what exactly happened. But for the last 48 hours, it is a long and a painful wait for the relatives who dear ones have gone missing. We can see now these visuals of the JNK's police monitoring teams, how they go actually inside the glaciers and try to find if there are any survivors. So really, really tough time for the rescuers and those people whose relatives have gone for the yatra.